Hey there guys, Next Gen Strike here, back again for another video, and this is the first time in a very long time that I've been in front of the camera again, so yay! But something very important just came out recently. A huge event that everyone's talking about. Avengers: Infinity War. And yes, of course, I went to go see it because I caught up on all the Marvel movies, thankfully, before this came out, and whew, let me just say right now, Phase 3, you gotta see Guardians 2, you gotta see Thor Ragnarok, and Doctor Strange would be useful too. So, yeah, and of course Civil War, obviously. I think that was that Phase 3? I don't even know. They're all kind of melting together for me. But anyway, let's review the film. So first off, I'm gonna give the non-spoilers, and then I'm gonna give the spoilers. So, the non-spoiler review is, go see this movie, it's awesome. It's 10 years worth of hype. There's a lot building on this film, and man, it really does just pull from everything. It's crazy. So, the more you know about Marvel, the more you're going to enjoy this, like the Marvel Universe and all that. So, I would definitely catch up on it. It's pretty good. The only main critique I have is that there's just so much going on that it's like, it gets overwhelming, honestly. Like, you know, it'll be at this scene, and then we'll go to this scene, and this scene, go back to this scene. It's like, geez. So yeah, it's a little hard to wrap around my mind around the film, if that makes any sense. Like, I even wrote this on Twitter, like, I gotta really wrap my mind around this. And, you know, I think it would benefit everybody to see this movie twice just because of how much insanity happens in this movie. But this is another game changer. I think Civil War was a game changer. I think this one's another one. A lot happens, a lot of stuff you're not going to see coming. So if you see this, do not watch the spoilers if you haven't seen it. Definitely go and watch the movie, and try and stay away from all the spoilers as much as possible. Thankfully, I don't think I was ever spoiled on this, so yeah, I somehow managed to avoid the spoilers. I did see it opening day, so that helped out. But anyway, so now we're going to get into the spoilers, so here we go. So spoiler time, a lot of crazy stuff happened. So we got Loki, and we got the gatekeeper guy, gosh, I'm forgetting his name. From Thor, and basically all the Asgardians just freaking wiped out. It's crazy. Now, Loki, I honestly kind of wanted him to do a little bit more in the movie, but, you know, it's like, I knew he was going to die, obviously. But yeah, Loki had a great run in the Marvel Universe. It sucks that he's gone. It's kind of crazy is that I actually care about a lot of the characters in this movie, so I was like, oh, don't kill him, don't kill him, don't kill her. You know, it was like that for me. But, you know, Loki, you know, it was his time. He'd been in the movies a lot, so... Gamora dying. Now, I did not expect that to happen because Guardians 3 is happening. And Gamora is a really good character. I really like her. So when she died, I was like, no, don't do that. I was like Star-Lord, like, please don't kill her. I hope she comes back. Somehow. I mean, she went splat, so it's unlikely. But man. Oh, that was a rough one. Who else? So, that was all the major ones, I believe. And then, you know, naturally the end of the movie was just like, everybody dies. But when that happened, I mean, a lot of people, I guess some people see it as like a big thing. I see it as, yeah, they're gonna come back. I mean, come on. They're not gonna kill off literally everybody and then just not, you know, they're gonna have a Black Panther 2, a Spider-Man 2, Guardians 3, like, they can't just kill off everybody, but it's cool because now we have only the original Avengers left, aside from, who is it, Rocket, Raccoon? He's like the only one that survived, basically. And then Captain Marvel, they hinted at her, which is crazy. She's gonna be a big deal, I guess, in the next Avengers movie, which is awesome. And Ant-Man and Hawkeye, I guess they're gonna be in the next one because they didn't do anything in this film. So that's cool. Yeah, honestly, when I saw this movie, it made me really want to play the Spider-Man PS4 video game because of how awesome Spider-Man was. And it made me want to go see all the other Marvel movies that are coming out in the future. Like, because I got to see the next Avengers, and I'm glad we only have to wait a year. Again, what I said in the other one is that there's just so much happening that it's like, I feel like it does sort of knock the movie down some, because obviously it's like, there's just too much going on, honestly. Like, there's 3 different groups of people all doing stuff, and I'm just like, whoa, chill. So as far as the groups, I mean, Iron Man's group was, I mean, they were all pretty fun. Doctor Strange, surprisingly, I mean, he did a lot in this movie. He was one of the most powerful guys. It was like, whoa, where'd this come from? Iron Man did a lot. Spider-Man didn't do as much as I wanted, but the Iron Spider suit was so awesome. I love the Iron Spider suit, and I always want to see more Spider-Man because he's amazing. Amazing. And then, let's see, Captain America's group. I mean, I don't feel like we really got enough of Captain America's group. Like, Winter Soldier, which now he goes by White something. I forget it, but I'll remember it later. So we had him, Bucky, Captain America. I feel like those two just didn't really get enough screen time because Cap's the best Avenger. Let's just be real. I mean, now Spider-Man's in the Avengers, so it's like, well, but anyway, Cap's the best OG one. Thor got a lot of freaking time in this movie, and I was surprised. He was actually really cool. This is probably the coolest he's ever been. Thor Ragnarok, I mean, that was pretty cool, but this, he was awesome. The Guardians, I love the Guardians of this movie. They were so funny. They definitely probably had I'd say the best jokes. I mean, Iron Man, his group had some, but the Guardians were just hilarious. So I really enjoyed that. And, I don't know, man. I mean, the action was really great. I don't think it ever hit the peak of Civil War. To me, Civil War is really like the best, Marvel film. So, I mean, but, it's a good film. I don't really know how I would rate it. I mean, I feel like I honestly need to see it again because so much happened. So I'm definitely going to have to go see it again. There's just so much to talk about and cover, but enough people are already making reviews about it. I'm very interested to see the next film, and to the future, everybody. So, like an idiot, I was trying to wrap up the review, and then I realized, oh wait, I forgot a whole bunch of stuff, and the camera died, so yeah, it died before I thought it would. So basically, I have to do the rest of it like this. Sorry, but anyway, just a few little things. So first off, Vision and Scarlet Witch, that whole thing, I thought their part was pretty cool. You definitely felt the emotional weight, and when Scarlet Witch finally had to, actually kill him, honestly, there were two moments in this movie, with Star-Lord and with Scarlet Witch, that I never thought would happen. I never thought Scarlet Witch would actually, try and kill Vision to save the universe, and I never thought that, Star-Lord would do the same thing. And they both did it, which really surprised me. I'm like, wow, really? So that happens, and I feel like really the development of the two relationships in the film were great. I really enjoyed that. The whole thing, like the action scene with Vision and Scarlet Witch was awesome, by the way. And then the part with New York, when they're all fighting in New York, and, Spider-Man climbs up on the thing, all that's cool. Again, Spider-Man was really awesome. It's just he was not in the film enough. What else, man? Geez, so much happens. Thanos, I legit never even talked about Thanos. Thanos is pretty awesome. Now, I will say this, some people were really, some people were really hyping him up, and they're like, oh, this guy's so awesome. He can do so much. Now, he was a really good villain. I mean, he succeeded. He did everything he wanted to do, so props to Thanos, like, seriously. A villain that actually gets stuff done, a film that actually ends on a somber note and not everyone winning and being happy and it's all joke fest, whatever. Like, this film was definitely pretty dark, given what Marvel's used to. And Thanos was pretty good, but again, I feel like he wasn't as good as people were hyping him up to be. I think he was a good villain. He wasn't like an amazingly perfect, like, cream of the crop of all comic book villains. Like, no. He was good, though, and we have another movie to develop him, so, we'll see what happens with him, because we're not done with Thanos yet. We're not done with this story arc. Just remember that. A lot of people were critiquing Thanos because he's not in love with Lady Death like he is in the comics. Given that I've never read the comics, I don't know, but that does sound interesting, and I hope that they do kind of play up on that in the next film, possibly. Oh, jeez. What else happens? Black Panther. I feel like Black Panther was really awesome in Civil War. Of course, people loved him in his own movie, but he didn't really get enough time in this film. So, I feel like that was kind of disappointing. Again, Black Panther, Bucky, Cap, all those. None of them got enough screen time for me, and they're all awesome characters. And Spider-Man. I feel like those are the four. I was like, come on, I want to see more. But as far as my theory as to what's going on with all the Avengers, like, dying, except for the original team, I feel like they got shifted into, like, some sort of alternate dimension. and it's going to be like a 2 reality sort of thing, and they're definitely coming back. But to have a movie without all those characters, I mean, it would be good because the pacing would be better, and we wouldn't have all these subplots or whatever. But at the same time, it's like, I want to see Spider-Man, I want to see Black Panther, I want to see all these characters. So I definitely feel like they're not going to just keep them dead. But anyway, hopefully now, oh wait, one more thing. I will say this. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, Star-Lord screwed it all up, which some people were going to be mad about that. I was like, whatever. I mean, they almost did win, seriously, but he screwed it up because he was so mad. And also, Thor freaking almost killed Thanos if he didn't have the Infinity Gauntlet. Honestly, I don't know how they're going to beat Thanos because he's just so overpowered with the Infinity Stones. But that's pretty much it. I mean, there's so much in this movie. I'm going to miss stuff. But anyway, discuss down below. Thumbs up if you like the video. Subscribe if you want more content. Do a lot of Young Justice stuff. So anyway, that's all I had for now. Catch you guys later.